Okay, I've just barely started pressure flaking with a piece of antler here. Really just a big wide guy. And all I'm doing right now is trying to straighten out and even out the surfaces. So areas that are low, I'm skipping. Areas that are high, I'm sending flakes into. And I'm trying to push them straight in. I don't want them to be going parallel yet. So I'm just trying to get flakes to go straight in there. So there's a hinge right here. I want to make sure that I can get underneath it. So I don't want my edge to be super low. I want my edge to be higher up, closer to the opposite face, so that we have more thickness to cut under. And there it goes, we got underneath it. And this is that low area I was talking about, so I'm gonna skip it. Instead, I'm just gonna do some short contouring flakes. And this is how we're gonna be able to attack it later when we bring that edge back over. And in fact, we just turn that edge back over to this side, pushing straight down so that I can braid that. And then you can see we are gonna push some flakes into this side here. So I'll actually start over on the right and do 2 or 3. That one went a little parallel, a little oblique. And honestly, a lot of this braiding that I'm doing with the hammerstone isn't necessary, but it speeds up the process. You could also get away with doing stuff like this. This is actually not as safe because I've cut myself doing that before. For that last flake, you could actually hear the obsidian the platform starting to crush a little bit. It's usually a sign to stop and re-abrade your platform. I've mostly been working on this side. We'll turn the edges over and go to the other side. But right now I'm not even working continuous edges where I turn the entire edge and work one side yet. I'm just trying to flatten it out. But I do see an opportunity to do that now because we've mostly flaked off of this surface over here. So most of what we'll do now is some edge turning, straightening, there's some areas where the edge will overshoot a little bit. The edge turning is not super entertaining or useful, but it's cool to film the process of making this guy. Now, these Humboldt points are highly associated with the Great Basin. However, they were very popular amongst the people that lived in the valley and the Bay Area as well. And I would argue that some of the finest examples are actually from the Bay Area, Sonoma County, Napa area, and there it is in the Bay. I'm gonna leave the tip a little thicker right now. So all we're doing is contouring and evening. We're essentially doing everything that a fog preform, for example, has. I'm trying to get a contour before we do final passes and final flaking. And also these larger pressure flakes that I'm breaking off, the deltas need to be cleaned up. So deltas are areas where that flake was released from the preform, for those who are new to knapping. And once we turn that edge over, I would feel pretty confident doing a first series on this face, because I can see that they're all about the same. The edge is about the same level. And it's something that you get the eye for the more and more you flint knap. So right now, beveling that edge. Thankfully for me, I don't have to taper this too much, because again, we're making a Humboldt, which is a lancelet shape. So the tip can stay in line with the base for the most part. So I'm gonna flake this, and I'm still gonna use this guy, but we're gonna do tip to base parallel. See these. Trying to keep them tighter. Area's inset, so I'm re-abrading it to make sure that I didn't miss it. Oh shit. Could have been better right there. Oh, this is that area where we have a low spot, but it's thick enough now. Yeah, the parallel flake didn't want to go, so we got to space it. Dove down a bit into there. This flake has to be potentially a little more inward. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So there's the first pass that is a parallel oblique. I'm trying to show that there. Percussion on the back, and then we'll do another edge turn on this side. Got a low spot here, so we'll just do one face at a time. And last time I just turned it like this, so I guess I'll just do that again. What makes the Humboldt points, and not just Humboldt, but there are other styles that they were doing this, is that oh wait, the flaking that they're doing is done with a really small tool. Fine pointed, I would say probably a bone. And this is a first series, so this is a wider tool that I'm using, so the flakes are more spaced. So we had a percussion flake that was a little deep right here, you see that? So we're gonna have to, on this pass, we're gonna have to skip over that area. So now we're gonna flake, since I'm left-handed, I'm gonna flake base to tip on this side. Hold on a second. See, the only problem is that sometimes those flakes, they go and wrap the corners. So you gotta be careful. So we're gonna we're at the spot now, completely skip over this area, except for some really short flakes that are gonna help it blend. And then this flake is gonna have to be pretty straight in. That's good. Oh, there goes the tool. Actually, you know, since never mind. Yeah. I was gonna say, since I abraded that area and I just raised that edge up, let's go get it right now. Here we are again, nice pattern coming through here. Wow, some of these, what's really cool is that they will follow the previous ridge. So this one followed a previous ridge from the flakes that were coming over on the other side, and it ran really far. It can be heartbreaking though on this stuff, because those flakes, those same flakes that run really far, they can sometimes wrap your edge, completely changing up the shape of the point you're making. I gotta go shorter now that I'm closer to the tip, because I don't want to wrap a flake off the tip. And when I say wrap, I mean overshot. I don't want it to overshoot across the face. A little nerve-wracking. Oh, that lip flake a little bit. Okay, this is the first pass on the first side. I'll try to get a picture of it. And then we'll do the other side. So we're gonna just turn our edges again and flake this side. And then we'll probably switch to a finer pointed tool and then do that. So, yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to film the next side, but I probably will just do it off camera for the sake of storage, and then I'll do the final pass on camera.